Like the duck clips.
I'm gonna unmute us. I'm unmuted.
That seems dangerous.
Okay. There we go. You can adjust your camera.
Here we go. That's about where I'm gonna be.
That's about right. Okay. And then down here, got your patterns.
Cool.
And you should still be able to see chat.
I sure can.
Can you hear us both, Kitty?
Voices. Multiple voices. We are the multi-creature today.
These are not my hands.
No, today Cara is apparently being told to co-opt the stream.
I mean, not co-opt. I'm still here.
Are you, though?
Yes. You're guest starring is what you're doing.
Let's go with that. We're gonna start right over here. Perfect. Ah! No, don't do that.
Uh-oh.
This is why I hate touchpads. Oh god. What did it do?
You wanted it 150?
Yes, please.
Okay. Don't touch it with 2 fingers at once, is the problem.
There we go. That's where I want to be. Okay, there we go. Okay.
Also, hi Merlin.
Hello, Merlin. And then which tab has my color chart?
It's the other window. So if you go to the Chrome tab at the bottom, it's your other window. I just put them in 2 separate windows.
Fair enough. So I've been told to guest star today, and I'm gonna do some stitching. Whee!
On a brand new project.
On a brand new project, I finished another section of The Big One, and I thought I would take a little break and work on something for a beloved coworker of mine. So we're gonna work on cross-stitching some really lovely birds of paradise flowers.
I did put the picture of the overall pattern in OBS so that they can see what it is. They just don't have your actual pattern pages that you're looking at.
Fair enough.
But they can see what the pattern will be.
And they can see as I slowly unfurl it. On that note, chat, please let me know if I accidentally bonk the camera off focus from the cross stitch, because I have the pattern pulled up, chat to the side, and I do not actually see what's on the camera screen.
It's alright. I'm going to be pulling it up on my phone too. Because I am here. I'm just puttering in the background doing doing resin work and some dice bag
Yes,
work.
SJ is here, but she's doing resin work today while I stitch. What does happen if BGA gets redeemed on this stream?
That's a good question. I do not know. I did not think that far ahead.
I get to play your hands, and it's terrible.
I mean, sure, you don't know. I don't think any of the games
I do not. I know nothing.
Oh dear. So I guess the answer to that is try it and see.
I'll go 10 up from the center. So I've already folded and marked my fabric for a center point.
I did actually find the dice bags. The keychain that they also ordered, not so much. So I have a couple more places I can dig to try to find it.
I just remembered that this is 14 count fabric, so I want 3 strands instead of the 2 I've been using habitually for the Legend of Mana piece.
For the giant crazy piece.
You made the pattern.
I know. You told me.
It looks beautiful.
I kept asking, is this too big? Is this too much detail? And you kept going, nah, that's fine.
I wanted it as detailed as possible, and it's looking gorgeous, and just, it takes forever.
You did this to yourself.
Honestly, if we had done it any smaller, I don't think it would look as good as it is.
It wouldn't. Oh, darn, I was hoping it was in there. I might just have to message them and say, sorry, I just moved house. I'm not entirely sure where that keychain went. I will remake it for you. I'm very sorry.
They don't need to know that the moved house was within the house.
Yeah, shush. I mean, I basically moved house. I
don't suppose there's like a small light we could attach to this or anything?
No.
Boo, we need to get a pocket light.
I mean, I can open the window.
That would actually help a lot. Thank you.
I usually keep it closed habitually just because the glare on Sunday mornings is quite bad.
Yeah, for here.
But this late in the evening.
Oh, that's much better. Thank you.
That's better.
Yeah, especially with this color, with this dyed fabric, it's much harder to see the gridding points. I'm gonna go up. Here we are. We're gonna go up about 10.
Yeah, this is our special 100 bird stream where Cara is guest starring and I'm just kind of tootling in the background for once.
I like that your 100th stream special is you getting to be off camera, eating an eclair, might I add.
You bought this for me.
Yes, I did, because I knew it's a coffee eclair. I don't know what else I would get for you other than the lemon meringue tart that's downstairs for your dessert.
So, hi, Dobby.
Yes. All right, let's get this going. Oh, yeah. You helped me pick the right fabric, SJ. This is gonna look all really good on it.
The sparkle is amazing.
Yeah. And I actually rotated it because it's taller than it is wide. So we've got the more yellowy part at the bottom where all the leaf and greenery is gonna be, and the darker greens up where the orange and the blue is going to be. So it's actually gonna look really good.
Nice. Yeah, the picture you can see off to the side.
Oh, apparently our sound is a bit low.
Is Cara's sound a bit low, or is it just me, Dobby? Because I'm sitting across the room from the mic.
Yes, it is because you are away from the mic, babe. Okay, yeah, SJ is currently sitting about 5 feet away, eating an eclair, so that is why she is somewhat muffled. She will be working much closer to the microphone once she has finished her little snack. Because she's just going to be working at the table 2 feet away from me working on some resin craft.
Painting job stones on them.
Oh, I know some people, I don't know if it's anyone in stream right now, wondered about like good ways to anchor their thread and stuff. So I will try and make a habit of actually flipping this over to show you guys how I handle doing the back. It's definitely different on a project like this than it is on my big ass projects, but oh yeah, that's definitely a Graha sticker you see. You should see the back of her laptop. Except that would shut off the stream.
It sure would.
Who did we order those Graha stickers from, or was it just like a miscellaneous person who was doing cute Graha stuff?
It's nobody I know. I think you ordered them.
Probably Etsy.
Because we have I have an Azael sticker and an Alphino sticker by the same artist.
Oh yeah, didn't I go ham on Redbubble at one point during quarantine? I was like, we need stickers to make life better. Merlin, we might just get more cross-stitching Cara streams on, like, my stream.
I keep telling her she needs to, so today I was finally like, okay, you're doing a cross-stitch thing.
Cross-stitching is kind of my meditative end of the day after work chill down. I find it very, very soothing, and because I can, like, I'm a person who also really likes jigsaw puzzles and stuff like that, and I am distressingly good at them. SJ doesn't know how I just do it. Oh, that did not go right. So cross-stitching for me is definitely something I really love to do.
See, that's how I feel with the hand stitching. Doing my patchwork and stuff.
The difference is I really like stuff that has a pattern and a structure and like something I know what it's going to be, which is why I have not taken to just straight up embroidery, which I do still low-key want to learn, but it never feels like I have the time or the focus or the confidence.
You can get patterns for embroidery. Like pre-printed fabric that has the lines on it and just like follow these lines to stitch.
I think I should do that as like my starters more, because I'm just so anxious about like trying to freehand it.
Oh man, fun bonus of this kind of stream. People might get to see the kind of banter you and I get up to. If you want to call it that.
What was it early? Yeah, what was it at lunch that we talked about when you came home for lunch?
Many things.
I mean, many things, but there was something specific. Oh, yes. We were talking about our worries about all of our friends in the UK right now with it being so hot and air conditioners not being the norm there like they are here. For reference, we are also 32 degrees Celsius here today, but we have central air conditioning in our unit and we're A-okay. And SJ's work has air conditioning, so... but anyway, I was like, man, yeah, and air conditioning's not the norm over there, and then I just went, business idea, we're moving to the UK to sell air conditioners. And SJ's just like, Cara, no. Cara, why are you like this?
That's not even the weirdest conversation we've gotten up to.
Ice cream lobotomy.
Yup! Oh my gosh, Dobby.
Dobby, I would die.
Please keep drinking. Please take care. That's awful.
If you feel way too hot, run yourself a cold bath and get in. Another trick that I know some people in like the southern US use if they can't afford air conditioning is to just fill their bathtub with bags of ice or very cold water and use that as like kind of a chilling pool for the air and just sit in the bathroom near it.
Oh yeah, Dobby's in a dorm.
Oh shit!
One thing that I found tends to help, and I'm sure you guys are real tired of heat advice by now, but what I usually do when it gets really stinking hot is I soak a towel or a washcloth and just lay it across the back of my neck.
Oh, or throw it in the freezer for 10 minutes and then put it across your neck.
Yeah. And also if you can, keep your feet wet. Because at least for me, I find that I lose a lot of heat through my feet. So if I can keep my feet cool, then the rest of me is a bit more okay, or at least I feel more okay. But gosh, yeah. Are you getting the storms that the UK is? Because I know some parts of the UK are finally starting to come down a bit.
Get the thunderstorms, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's
Yep.
Oh, actually. In the sound you just suffered.
Sounds right, Merlin.
That does sound right. I actually have a couple like
Unmolding. You're welcome to like pop over here and unmold on stream.
So I've got Sylveon, I've got Glaceon, and I've got Leafeon.
Oh, I love this backing. That's so cute. I didn't know you'd done that.
Oh, it's not a backing. It's in the resin.
Well, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
That's so cute. I didn't know you'd done that in the resin for Leafeon. That's so stinking cute.
There's also like a drop of green coloring in it. It didn't show up well.
Yeah, I would have done.
I think it'll be fine.
I think because you've got the flowers, you're A-okay. That's even cuter than like the standard green that some people do.
And then that one's Glaceon, and I deliberately did them so that they're matching.
That's super heckin' cute.
Yep. So Leafeon's got the flowers and Glaceon's got little snowflakes.
That's heckin' cute. How dare you?
And then this one's Sylveon's. Trying to keep this centered.
Hello! Today is the special 100th Verb bonus stream where my hands are substituting in today.
Sylveon. So yes, this is my wife. This is Small Jigglybug. She is taking over for me today. Well, not taking over. I'm still around. But she is doing some cross-stitching as a bonus guest star. Whee! I'm here. I'm tootling in the background. I'm just doing stuff off camera.
Y'all get to hear our stupid married life. We're real dumb. It's great.
We are doing pretty well, Amari. Thank you for asking. I was just, so I got all of the, actually, if you don't mind, Cara.
Sup.
You made these out. So So I actually have all of the Desert Bus charms
Oh, the bases?
molded now. Yeah, I've got them all. I've got all the bases molded.
Who's this one for? This is Sylveon, right?
Nope.
No, that's Eve.
Nope. Take a guess.
Flareon.
Yep, I was gonna say. So I've got match.
Jolteon.
I was gonna say I've got match sets.
And Vaporeon. Cute. Umbreon. Espeon.
And then that one's gold sparkles and that one's silver
I
sparkles.
see you did 2 bases for Umbreon. Did one just turn out better than you?
No, I mixed too much resin.
Oh, okay. Make the second one and sell it.
Yep.
Eevee!
Yep, that's Eevee.
And then we have Leafeon, Glaceon, and Sylveon.
Yep.
That's heckin' cute, babe.
Yep. I didn't realize I had done only one moon. I think I was intending to do Leafeon as a moon and ended up pouring it into the wrong mold, but that's okay.
It's alright. It's heckin' cute.
Because I was hoping to do sort of like a even split for like the shapes, but I think it's fine. It's a nice assortment.
It is a very nice assortment.
So part of what I'm actually going to be doing tonight is cutting the cards to lay into the backs.
And honestly, nighttime is so iconic for Umbreon, I think it's almost better that you did not use it for Leafeon.
That it was the only moon?
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. Oh, nice. Thank you, Merlin. That is a thing that works.
Thank you, Merlin. Merlin has also done, Merlin has done all of SJ's layout and OBS and everything, but Merlin has also done my offline image and is doing my new icon for me, so you can all see how heckin' cute Merlin's art is by checking my very offline channel right now. BT Dubs, how was your day?
Oh, it was fine. It went by really fast.
Still all of the calls for payment plans?
Nope. Well,
yes and no?
Yeah, a couple, but not as many. Like, we're kind of at the point now that if people are gonna pay, they have, or they've already made arrangements.
And now it turns to the hunt.
I mean, not yet. It's not like it's past payment time yet. You don't really start worrying about that until semester starts.
Yeah, there's no rush on that, Merlin. Like, my next possible stream day for me personally is Friday, so don't worry too hard about it. I also want to make sure that you are rested and in good shape. Because I imagine if it's this heckin' hot up here right now, you are probably dying.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure Merlin's dying.
Please don't die. Please don't die, we need you for D&D.
That's true, we do.
We're very excited about your dancer. Merlin sleep is what you should be getting, like, at least 6 hours of a day. I'm not going to tell you 8 because that's not how many SJ gets.
Nope.
I don't.
I mean, I usually get about 6-ish.
Yeah, and then you wake up too soon. We really need to see about getting a new mattress. Like, I think that's a priority over, like, the e-reader tablet I want.
Maybe. I also think half the problem is just I need his teeth out.
Stupid teeth.
Stupid teeth. I hate teeth.
Whoa. Teeth let me chew interesting foods. I don't hate teeth. I just hate teeth that are misbehaving.
But teeth hate me.
That is true. Your strange extra tooth.
Yeah. And it's not the only one either. I've had other extra teeth that got taken out when I was a kid. Oh, I don't think I've told my teeth woes on stream before.
That's what I'm here, to help you air out all of your weird personal stuff. Isn't that my job as your wife?
Probably. So, when I was a kid, maybe I have told this on stream, I don't remember. So when I was a kid, and I was at like I was getting to be like 10 or 11, you know, when most people start losing a good amount of their baby teeth.
Goodbye, babies.
And I had lost my bottom teeth, like my bottom front teeth, and I had lost the top teeth that are like the canines and the eye teeth, the ones that are to the sides. But I hadn't lost my 2 front teeth yet, and usually those are the first ones to go. So my mom was like, okay, this is weird. We should see if there's, like, what's going on. And she was wondering specifically because my grandfather had just never had a couple permanent teeth. Like, a couple of his molars, they just never... He had his baby teeth his whole life. Because his adult teeth just never came in for those couple teeth. So my mom was like, okay, there's already weird genetic teeth things in the family.
Teeth-related possibilities.
Yeah. So they took me to the dentist, and the dentist did x-rays. And he was like, no, she's got teeth in the roof of her mouth. But rather than there being just, 2 front teeth, there were like 4 of them. And they were all log jamming each other and jammed up against each other so that none of them could actually come down and push my baby teeth out and grow into place like they were supposed to. So the dentist was like, okay, that's not how that's supposed to go.
Not ideal.
No. So he referred me to an oral surgeon, and at the age of 12, I had the roof of my mouth cut open and extra teeth pulled out.
Baby's faced first oral surgery.
And probably why I hate dentists to this day.
Quick check-in. Do we have a small trash can?
I do. And this one over here.
Beauty. Just for all of my...
Oh.
My myriad thread. Oh man, this thread is misbehaving.
My trash can's kind of full. You can use this. It's just for thread bits.
It is just for thread bits. Thank you.
So...
Yes, Toby, she did.
Okay, so it gets funnier than that. So I also had, at the same time, they realized I had another extra tooth in my bottom jaw. And they were like, okay, but it's underneath, it's like kind of close to some of the nerves, it's really small, it doesn't seem to be doing anything, we'll just leave it alone for now. This is like when I was 12. Spoiler alert, it's no longer small, it's no longer not doing things.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
That's not how that's supposed to work.
Nope, that's sure not. We're gonna backtrack a little bit.
I also have a seam ripper if you need it.
I don't need the seams ripped.
But yeah, I now just have a extra tooth under my tongue, essentially, that needs to come out. But yeah, the family joke is that I have Grandpa's teeth. He just gave them to me, I guess. Yeah, that is indeed the family joke. I'm not pleased about it, but here we are. That's the same grandpa that gives me hiccups.
Yeah, that tracks. For some reason, the volume on the Spotify just... Oh, I bet you it...
I was gonna say, you probably knocked the headphone control.
I sure did.
So yeah, either I stole his teeth or he gifted them to me, depending on your point of view.
I don't think that's a gift you asked for.
No, it is not.
That's like a weird fairy tale gift where it's like, no, this is not a blessing.
I would like to return this gift.
It just makes me think of like the slight fuck-ups of all the gifts in Spindle's End.
Oh gosh, that's such a good book.
Teeth white as pearls.
Teeth that slightly glow in the dark. That would be so horrifying.
What if the princess has slightly radioactive teeth? So I'm required to do this like at least once per project, where I stop paying attention and I let a bunch of thread in the back just bunch right up in a knot.
It happens.
Thus being at risk of unknotting at any time.
It happens. You're fine.
Super fine.
Everything is fine.
Everything's just fine.
Where are my jump rings?
Places, doing things.
Yeah, as usual. There they are.
That reminds me, I found several pieces of jewelry in my cleanup that just need, like, new jump rings.
Oh, I suppose I can do that. I might be able to help.
Might be able to repair a couple of things.
Yeah, probably.
World's simplest repairs.
I even have, like, multicolor jump rings.
Ooh, fancy.
I'm so glad this room is big enough that I can actually move all the way around the table.
Unlike the old crafting alcove.
Yeah.
Look, it served its purpose while we needed it.
Yep. And now it is a reading corner.
One day we'll move the chair down.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. There we go.
Better.
Yep.
How you doing?
You know. Full of hubris. It's fine.
Oh no, sewing hubris?
Yup. Like you've never experienced it.
I mean, I have my phone. I suppose if somebody calls Board Game Arena on this stream, I'll just play through them on my phone. You just won't get to see them on screen, but you can still bait me into doing my boards.
In this case, I could nag you into doing your boards, like I ever nag you.
Ha! Yes, good. These jump rings are big enough. I wasn't sure they would be.
Success.
Thank God.
Applause and accolades. You have measured correctly.
No, I didn't even measure. I was just hoping. How am I supposed to measure this?
That's a great question.
How am I supposed to measure how big a jump ring I need for that?
You could take a ruler to how thick this is.
I guess.
Hmm?
How dare you have logic?
I mean, you know, sometimes. Rare Moogle logic.
Oh no! Okay. We need an executive decision. Are you playing my boards or am I just going to pick up
I am
my phone?
absolutely not playing
Okay.
your boards.
Dobby, I'm going to play my boards, I promise. I suppose I could shove my phone under the camera and prove it.
I mean, you could, but then I'd like gently stab you with a sewing
I
needle.
was going to say that seems like too much effort.
Also, you know, the stabbing with the sewing needle. Just gently stab, stab. Stab, stab, stab. Casually make sure nothing comes. There we go.
Gently tug on all threads.
You know, make sure they haven't just spiraled, stitched through each other, etc., etc. It's true, Dobby, and if she didn't play her boards, I would just, like, make aggravated cat noises at her until she did.
Oh no. Those are terrifying noises. Exactly.
Did I grow up with cranky old cats? Yes, I did.
Oh, Skeletor.
Biscuit was a great cat, okay?
I miss her.
She was so grumpy when she got old. So grumpy and so mean to other cats. Poor Annie.
Well, now you have to tell that story.
Oh my god. Okay. So when SJ first moved up here, we were rooming with, God help us, 3 other people at once. And the other couple in the house had the world's most fearful cat. There's no other way to describe Annie.
I have a picture of her in my break time slideshow, and it's the only picture anyone ever got of her, because most of the time she was under something or behind something.
Yeah, you couldn't touch this cat. She wouldn't try to fight you or anything, but she would just spook and run for it. Like, only Steph could hold this cat, or even touch this cat. I think she allowed you touching once or twice.
Mhm.
But yeah, just, I don't know what happened to this cat in her life, but she was scared of everything. My mother at the time still owned this cat. Has sadly passed away, but she lived a very long, full life to I think about the age of 16 to 18.
Mhm.
Anyway, my mother owned this elderly, in her old age, very scrawny, grumpy white cat who is also in the slideshow, I believe.
She's in my slideshow as well. She's the fluffy white one.
Yeah, the fluffy white one. And her name is Biscuit. But by the time we were living together and would occasionally cat sit her for my mother, where she'd just drop the cat off with us for like a few days, she was scrawny and cranky, and the noise that came out of her was so our roommates started calling her Skeletor. And then apparently one day, the fiance, Steph's fiance, came home, and we were cat sitting at the time, but he found, up in the upstairs bathroom, he found Annie in the sink, cowering, and Biscuit just outside the bathroom, growling, and Annie just looked at him like, please save me. And Kyle, being kind of a dick and needing to know, just slowly turned the tap on Annie to see if she'd run, and then she was just sad and wet and let him pick her up to save her. So yeah, Skeletor was a bully, Annie was terrified, and we miss this evil cat very much.
She was fantastic.
She was a great cat. That time we took her for a walk on the beach, and she found the only catnip plant in like a 10-mile radius. Mm-hmm. We had to carry her home because she was a drunk little kitty.
Yup.
This is also a cat who was like at most like 6 pounds soaking wet.
She was tiny. She was so small.
She was so little.
There's a part of me that's a little bit sad that Biscuit and Sasha never got to meet.
Same cat?
Maybe? There we go. I played my board.
But I feel like that would have ended in like a free-for-all brawl to the death that I'm not prepared to clean up after.
Yeah.
Not have wanted to explain to Mom or Jade.
Yeah.
So the cats attempted to murder each other.
Everything is fine.
They're only bleeding a little.
I don't feel like either one of them would be hurt. I feel like it would be everything else in the vicinity.
Everyone who tried to separate them.
And every piece of furniture.
Or poor furniture. Yes, nothing has budged. We're good. We're doing just fine, TM.
Are we?
Yes.
Hooray for very large jump rings.
This music is very chill and I am enjoying that.
Oh, it'll change. This guy has a lot of different vibes.
Man, why did that feel like a threat? So we're gonna just flatten down everything. Do-do-do. Whatever I'm listening to, it sounds like it could be out of Earthbound.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Which reminds me, I actually added a piece of Earthbound music. Well, I think it's a cover of a piece of Earthbound music to Cara's playlist.
Ah.
In addition to all of the Crystal Chronicles music I've been adding, because she's clearly a musical escapee from that game.
Mm-hmm.
She might just outright be an escapee from that game.
You know, that would not surprise me.
Got that fun, quirky feel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but let's talk about those nubless Moogles.
We have to?
Yes. We must always speak about the Moogles. One day I will actually make the delivery Moogle cosplay I keep thinking about. One day, I too will be the greatest post-Moogle. Man, if I was 10 years younger and not tired all the damn time, I would consider doing that cosplay. And then, like, running a mini courier service at a con.
Aww. Then I would have to carry the heavy things.
You poor land parcel Chocobo division. Look, all of the gear that our crafters make has to get delivered at somehow. You don't think those tiny, nubbly little Moogles can deliver it, do you?
That's true.
They need helpful Chocobos.
I'm a helpful chocobo.
You are a helpful Chocobo. Very tall and lanky. Much leggy.
Also, if Cara starts drifting too far out of frame with her stitching, please feel free to yell at her too.
By means, please. I am not, like, a consistent person. something nice about working with 14 count fabric after how long I've been working with, I think it's 18 count?
Mm-hmm. It sure is.
Yeah. I'm not sure if I got 18 count or 20 count. I just know I got tiny count. There we go. But yeah, so this piece is actually for a coworker / friend of mine, who is fantastically wonderful, has been great to me, and is someone I would also just like to go out for drinks and a movie with SJ2. We both.
I don't have to be alone. She's your work wife.
She is my work wife. We both have like a very similarly terrible sense of humor, and yeah, and she and I both just got promotions, so I figured I would make her a little something for her shiny new desk that she gets all to herself. Literally my first day working with this girl, she looked at me, and I forget the context, but she just went, "Next time on Dragon Ball Z." And I was like, we're going to get along.
Oh, you're a nerd.
You're a secret nerd. Okay, then. I mean, we did also have a very serious conversation about cooking and eating certain coworkers, so.
Mm-hmm.
Well, one of our newer coworkers no, he wasn't newer, it was Bud. He was, like, looking slightly concerned on the other side of the office, and we were like, it's fine, Bud.
Just smile and nod.
Just smile and nod, Bud, and you'll be fine.
You didn't hear anything.
Not a damn thing. Okay. Four. Yes. Yes, that's where I want that. Okay, but I still wonder what kind of terrible evolutionary stride made the Moogles and Crystal Chronicles nubless. No hands, only feeps.
I keep saying they probably have tiny little vestigial nubs. They're just hidden under the fluff.
I'm so concerned because they'll pick up the chalice with their mouth. They'll just pick it. They'll just. Oh.
They've just got little.
I don't think they have little T-Rex arms.
But it would be hilarious.
And if they do, the implications to that are concerning and startling.
Okay, but I was reading an article the other day that was saying that researchers that are studying the T-Rex and other similar dinosaurs are pretty certain that the reason they have such tiny arms is it's an evolutionary thing. where their skulls are so big and massive and optimized for
Nom.
for Om-Nom that the arms were just evolutionarily useless, essentially. Right?
Babies. Me, the person over here that is calling T-Rex babies.
They are babies.
They are, and we should say it. Let's see. 989, okay.
Let's see what I can do about some product pictures here.
I believe in you.
Thank you.
Also, I have need of a bathroom break.
Okay, so go to the OBS screen.
Enjoy the back of my head, everybody. I don't actually know where OBS is, honey. Ah, there it is.
And then down in the lower left-hand side, see where it's got the list of...
Break time.
Yep, just click on the one that says break time. That'll change the scene.
Okay. I will be right back, folks. I just need a bathroom break.
The mic is not muted, so just make sure you don't bonk it. Nope, the mic is here. You can actually move the camera if you need to.
I was going to say, so what you mean is bonk the microphone as hard as I possibly can.
I mean, you could, but I'm pretty sure people would be unhappy.
Just the sound of me bonking into the microphone. That's fine. Yeah.
I am still here, folks. I am just not in the chair. So I am letting the break time screen continue. Yeah, so the fluffy white one like comes around. That's Sasha. That's Biscuit. Or Skeletor. Our poor, poor little Skeletor. Also, hey Rubik. That's Annie. That's the scaredy cat, and she liked sleeping in my fabric, as you can tell. And that was the only time she would let anyone get close to her. And the only time she would let anyone touch her is if she was cuddled in the fabric, because she wanted to stay in the fabric. Let's see. Yep. Oh, it's taped closed. That would be a problem. That would be why I couldn't get it open. think so.
It was in my cleavage for that.
Oh yeah, it was in your cleavage, but then you left to get something else. I'll go take a look for it if you want.
Thank you, just because it has my meds alarm.
Ah, yes. I mean, you have a burb alarm.
I know, but it also means that the meds alarm will go off somewhere in the house.
I mean, that's how we'll find the phone.
Yep. Just ding, 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 ding.
Okay, and when you're ready, just click on the one that says sewing stream, and it'll switch back to the other.
Beauty.
You'll just have to reposition the camera. And then if you want, I can switch back to your pattern for you.
Please. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
You all good?
Yee.
There you go.
I return. I did not lose another sewing needle. Hooray.
I mean, I lost one the other day. It's fine.
I know, but I like my sewing needles. I love them. They all have very specific purposes.
Ah, you are enjoying my music?
I am. Well, you know me. I don't work well without
Yup.
a beat or something.
Remind me and I'll send you that playlist if you want.
Beauty. It's all that ADHD. Working in silence, nothing will ever get done.
Yeah.
Randus, we are frequently both in the same place. You all just don't know it. We lived together. I married her.
Randus hears us at the same time all the time.
Yeah, like, I mean, normally we separate rooms though
Oh, that's true.
to avoid the mic feedback.
That's true.
Oh, Randus, I gave her a cute ring and everything.
It's true. It's a nerdy ring.
It is a nerdy ring. I mean, it's a nerdy ring if you know what it is. Most people are just like, look at this beautiful feather on your finger.
When it's on my finger, you can't even really tell it's a feather, though.
But people do love that patterning
Oh,
on
it's
it.
beautiful, yeah.
People squint at mine and go, holy shit, is that a dragon? And I'm like, yes. Yes, it is. Randus is the most qualified to warn the rest of you about, like, our shenanigans together. But I don't think Randus has actually heard us go off on a full-on tangent about hypotheticals yet. Which, by the way, sorry for when that inevitably derails the campaign. Well, the attention span of a Moogle in a field of Koopo nuts. Okay, SJ's left the room. Everybody tell dirty jokes. We're gonna make this we're gonna turn this stream like PG-15. Yeah, I don't know where I put it either.
Oh, I was going to the bathroom.
Oh.
I actually forgot I was going to find your phone. BRB.
I mean, we'll know where it is in approximately 3 minutes. That's the dirtiest joke, Randus. Shocked. Absolutely shocked. Everybody enjoy this color I'm stitching and that you basically cannot see against this fabric at the moment. And then imagine how much fun I'm having counting stitches in it.
Complaining about the gorgeous dyed fabric?
Absolutely not. I don't know what you're talking about.
So yeah, I don't know where your phone is. It's okay, we'll find it in 5 minutes.
Yup.
Less than.
It'll yell.
It always yell.
Every day. 7 o'clock.
I mean, unless you've set it later for some reason.
Yeah, and even then I don't usually turn it off. I just, like, I don't usually pre-turn the alarm off. I'll usually just turn off the alarm when it goes off and then set a timer for the amount of time I want to wait.
Yeah, makes sense.
So that I don't forget to put the alarm back on.
Mm-hmm. That seems like a bad idea.
And yes, Randus, it is such cross-stitch much wow. Today it is my evil little hands.
Guest star.
I am guest starring for SJ's 100th Burb episode.
Which is about to go off in a couple minutes.
Ooh. Do we need, like, firecrackers? Party poppers? What?
100th Burb extravaganza.
Do we need, like, a flight of Moogles? What's that?
God.
No.
Don't let them in here.
A flight of, like, synchronized Moogles?
No. Do not let them in.
But I love them. And they're so hungry.
I know. Ooh.
Just 100 burb emotes. Randa says we should just do 100 burb emotes in a row.
Oh, good. Perfect. Sure.
What if we put Merlin or Kitty on that?
Oh, that's so sweet. So I order from the same supply guy all the time.
Did he send you a bonus?
I mean, they. I don't know if it's a he or she, but yeah, they sent me a free gift. Because, yeah, I order from them, like, literally all of my resin supplies I get from them. Because they have really, really good stock, and they're local. Well, they're just outside of Toronto.
100th burb!
Oh god, where's the cursor? There it is.
It's gone places to do things. Wow, I am way out. Okay. We're gonna...
Oh god, I can't type upside down. Where's my enter key? There it is. The keyboard is upside down. I don't know how it goes. Don't know where any of my keys are.
Actually, can you go back? I'm going to zoom this in closer because I realized that it's very hard for... It's probably very hard for people to see.
Yeah, unfortunately there's not really... The other problem is it doesn't focus well if it's too close.
Okay, so I think, yeah, about there is good.
Otherwise, it'll be closer, but it'll just be all blurry.
There we go.
You're good?
Yes, I think we're good. I just realized I really needed to recenter that.
Ooh, celebratory foods for Carby. Excellent.
The carb is always hungry.
It's true.
On that note, my alarm has definitely gone off somewhere, but where?
Oh, I'll go down and find it. It's probably downstairs somewhere.
Yeah,
Take your meds.
Yes, ma'am.
You brought them up and everything. Take your meds.
Yes, ma'am. And let that be a meds or...
I hear it. It is somewhere downstairs.
And let that also be a meds reminder to anyone who needs it. Anyone is supposed to be taking some meds, or needs to drink a bunch of water, or feed themselves, please do that. Thank you, Randus. The self-care bot is indeed what we needed. I self-cared good and even took a nice shower before stream.
It was on the couch.
I probably leaned over and it fell out of my shirt.
Likely. Seems right.
I mean, you know.
As it do.
what did you have for dinner, Randus? I am curious.
Oh, note to self, there's a coupon code I can use the next time I order from them.
Coupon!
And I will be ordering from them again.
We do love a coupon in this house.
How you doing?
Thinking of switching in your blanket.
Yeah, it gets chilly up here.
I mean, it's refreshingly chilly. But yes, I am slightly in-chilled. Love that air conditioning. Also, it's more that my shirt keeps riding up and my tummy pokes out. I am not slender! Make sure everything's in place. Yes, we are the good.
Ooh, roast beef and pepperoni sounds good.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, I got it.
Yeah, it goes twice.
The bitch did you take an alarm?
It is, actually. I so early in the pandemic, I got really bad about taking my meds at anything resembling a regular time because I was...
Because what was time?
What was time? What was the schedule? I had no bedtime because we were
Off work.
off work. So it got to the point where I had accidentally missed my meds enough and ended up with migraines that I set a nightly alarm for it.
No, I told you to set a nightly alarm for it, if I remember correctly.
It was something, yeah, it was probably that. I think we discussed it and I'm like, I have no schedule.
Yeah.
So I set the alarm, but I kept also then being in the middle of something when the alarm would go off, and I'd be like, oh, I'll get it in a minute, and then I would forget about medication. So I now have a 2-alarm system where the first one just says, take your meds, and the second one, 5 minutes later, just says, bitch, did you take them? And the system has proven very well. I don't think I've missed a medication since then.
Yeah, no, I don't think you have, actually. Because we're usually really good about, if we're, like, out on a walk or something, you'll set a timer.
Yeah,
15 or 20 minutes.
Or as soon as we walk in the door, you'll look at me and go, take your meds.
Yeah. I don't know what else I'm going to use these tiny little bows for besides Sylveon, but I'll find something.
I mean, they work well with Jigglypuffs, too.
That's true.
They work well with anything adorable.
That's true.
You could, do Fennekin charms like Serena's Fennekin.
Oh, that's a good idea.
With
little bows.
Yeah, because of all the, the showcases where the Fennekin's, dressed up in cute things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fashion shows. It's great. Give me a game where you're just doing, Pokemon contests, but, the way they are in the anime. I would murder for that.
Sort of is Randus. There's the movie studio in black and white too. It's a similar idea, but it's still a little gimmicky.
No, I actually really love in the Pokemon anime, I really do love the, like, Pokemon showcases, or the Pokemon contests and showcases. Especially, like, when they're, like, doing comboed moves and, like, yeah, I just think it's a really fun thing, and I wish that they could figure out how to, like...
I was gonna say, that would be such a pain to code.
Yeah, I mean, games are getting more and more complex. I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility anymore. Okay, so 4 singles. Yeah, that's the kind of thing I'm thinking, Randus, is that it's, like, obviously not a mainline game, but a fun side one like Snap. Which, by the way, if everyone's not aware, Original Snap is, I believe, now available on the Switch as well.
Good old Snap.
I loved Original Snap, and I'm still sour that I love New Snap, but I'm still sour that there's no Jigglypuffs in it. You got your Clefairies, though.
I know. I should make the effort to take better pictures of my Clefairies.
You should. You need so many points for those Clefairies. I very nearly got the Love Disc 4-leaf clover.
Ooh.
But I didn't get the timing right.
Dang.
I know, I was very annoyed.
I should play that game more.
Just sit down and pass the controller back and forth again.
Yeah, because, we play it as co-op. We'll take turns playing stages.
Well, and you know what? That's actually good for me, because it keeps my eyes from getting overstrained. Because I'm actually taking breaks. Gone are my youthful days where I could marathon a video game for 8 hours straight with 0 consequences.
Oh, God, I remember those days.
Remember when we were physically capable of staying up till 2 in the morning?
Do you remember that one day during the summer? I think it was either between my junior and senior year of high school or just after my senior year of high school where you and I stayed up literally all night and decided we were going to stay on the chat with each other for 24 hours, and we did. Well, I think we took a 2-hour nap from 2 to 4 a.m.
Yeah. Otherwise I may have died.
But we pretty much stayed up all night.
Yep. Now if I hit midnight, I'm like, how did I do that?
Right? I was asleep at 9:30 last night.
You were so tired.
I don't know what was going on yesterday.
You were probably sick from the heat and humidity, in all honesty.
Maybe.
Thank you again for going to get the curry ingredients.
Oh, it was worth it. That curry was delicious.
That curry is lunch tomorrow, too.
It sure is. Delicious Japanese curry that I'm not allergic to.
It's because I buy the mild curry blocks.
And I appreciate you. And
to
I
be
thank
fair,
you for it.
Having lived with you so long and not eating spicy food, I no longer have any tolerance for spicy food. Still mad about Nashville Hot, and nobody warned me.
I didn't know it was a thing either, in my defense.
Nobody in your family warned me about... The menu didn't even indicate that, it was spicy chicken. There were nowhere on that menu was it oh, and this is Nashville Hot chicken.
Nope. I just love how you ate it and basically started crying, and Cassidy was just like, Oh, yeah.
Oh, y'all, is that Nashville hot? And I'm like, yeah. And I went to the maple syrup for sweet relief, and it had jalapeno in it.
Uh-huh.
There was no relief. I did not know about Nashville hot. I learned the hard way, and it was dead. They were monsters, Randus. Thank you. Just gonna go up and over that. Yeah. I would just like to say that my methods of moving around in a cross stitch are not always what one would call orthodox.
Hey, if it works for you.
I was gonna say, but everybody stitches a little differently, so... I've also become jaded about how I move around in a cross stitch because there are so many single stitches in that Legend of Mana piece. Or where they're in a weird sequence, and I'm like, fuck it. We're moving in these directions now. Uh-oh. Sewing needle. Sewing needle. There you are.
That's the other reason I keep the fleece blanket on.
To keep track of the sewing needle?
Yes.
Yeah. What's my record sewing needle loss in a single day?
2?
Only 2?
Maybe 3?
I think 3 that time we did the patchwork skirt.
Oh, yeah, that would do it.
I definitely lost like 3 in one day working on that.
3 in one couch.
In one, yes.
Luckily, we no longer have that couch.
It's true.
That was the couch we threw off the balcony.
No, because I was sitting on the other couch stitching
you were
that.
sitting on the futon.
I was. We no longer have that one either.
I'm just waiting for somebody to be like, wait, you threw a couch off a balcony.
Randus, as a Canadian, yes, the fact that they put the jalapeno in the maple is the greatest sin. Ruining perfectly good maple syrup. And it wasn't like fake maple syrup. It was actual maple syrup somehow in Nashville. So I was like extra angry about it. I wasn't even angry. I was sad because I was hungry. And we had been at the airport. So this was the time we got stranded overnight in Nashville.
Oh, yeah, we were on floor 2, Dobby, but our entryway was like a set of stairs with a sharp turn in it, and we just decided it was too much of a hassle to try to haul the couch down the stairs and out to the curb when we could just huck it off the balcony instead.
Yeah, additionally, it was a fold-out couch, so it was heavy as shit. Like, that was a very heavy couch, and we were all like, we could move it 20 feet over this balcony railing, or we could kill ourselves trying to take it 100 feet down these turning stairs. And we all just went, throw the couch. The video exists.
Oh yeah, there's video.
Just heard someone down the street, holy shit, they threw a couch! We're like, yes, we did. I'm amazed Minto never came after us for that.
Right?
They're up the butts of everyone for a lot of things, but not that apparently.
Also, that's a fantastic idea, Randus. Now I know what I'm gonna get Cara for Christmas.
Damn it. I demand you stitch it for me.
I mean, I probably could.
And that way, if you find a needle, you can just, like, stick it into the fabric.
That's the idea.
I'm full of great ideas. Great, ridiculous ideas. Thank you, Dobby. Randus, rather.
Yes, yes, owl. Oh no, it's the Duolingo owl. I don't think he makes any noises that nice.
I think your Duolingo owl in particular just yells, "Nanny the fuck!"
Oh, he probably does.
Work that Japanese vocab, baby.
That's not Japanese vocab.
That's weeaboo vocab, it's fine.
It's right up there with je ne give pas
The
de fucks.
Look, it's the most French Canadian turn of phrase I've heard in my goddamn life. Like, I can picture the man from Gatineau smoking a cigarette while saying that.
Yeah.
Also, I swear I'm gonna do a more visible color soon, guys. Oh no, the music has gone so dramatic.
Yeah, it does that. I warned you.
Am I about to fight a cross-stitch boss? What is that like? Oh wait, no, that's just at the end of, shoot, the new dungeon.
Alstal's Legacy?
Yes, Alstal's Legacy. The RB guy's gotta fight a fabric monster.
I love that boss. I really need to farm that dungeon for the minion. I want that minion. This is my minion.
I love how that boss. I love how that boss dropped, and I just looked at you and was like, "This is your boss. It was made for you."
It's true. I love him.
Just a fabric-based automaton is great. Also, it's just a fun fight.
It really is.
This is something Hey, we're back to FF14.
We always are.
Yeah. No, I think that it's an important thing that the FF14 devs seem to remember most of the time. Is that, like, your dungeons and bosses, yes, they should have some difficulty, but they should be fun to play.
Especially repeatedly.
Yeah. And, like, I feel like they really nail that on the majority of things. Is that
oh yeah, that jellyfish can go die in hell. I hate it.
For me,
fuck that jellyfish in particular.
For me, mine, and Walker spoilers, of course. Mine in the dead ends was actually the robot because I'm melee DPS.
Yeah.
So that one was a nightmare for me. Like, we all know I main Dragoon, so.
Hello, floor.
Yes. Actually, Merlin has some fantastic mugs in her shop that everyone should check out. They're customizable. I am getting one with the Dragoon symbol that says Floor Inspector.
Mm-hmm.
In addition to some other great FF14 gear, FF14 merch. Really cute keychains, all kinds of good stuff. Everybody love Merlin.
I was just saying the other day I should take my machinist mug into work with me.
You should. And explain it to no one.
Yep.
Exactly, Randus. And yeah, Rubik, for me, the kicker is always, I am not the most skilled player. I can hold my own in extremes and stuff. But yeah, that robot boss in the dead ends was just because there are so many sections where you've got to move so really fast to get out of his attack, out of the orange. I feel like I don't get enough time to deeps a whole lot. Which is not always the best when you're doing it on, say, the trust system. It's like, oh god, please, guys, I need the rest of you to actually do some damage. Please.
Nah.
Please. Allie, please use that limit. Thank you. You never even have to ask Alice to use the limit break. She's got this. Still not as riotously bad as the time I backflipped off on the last 5%.
Oh, I've definitely told that story on stream before.
My terrible, bad, really funny time in Amarat.
Yup.
Yeah, that one was pretty great.
That was also a trust, so you had to start it again.
That's why you guys were laughing so
I
hard.
I just about died laughing. It was so funny.
It was one of those things I kind of wish I'd been, like, recording it or streaming it in some way, just so it lived in immortality.
And the best part was, you didn't even react, you just kind of made a sad noise.
I think I made, like, a very broken, sad noise. It was just like, oh no. I feel like Cara needs a white mug that just says, stay up! Oh no. What if you got the red mage symbol but in green with res mage?
Yes. That's excellent.
Oh. '89 trial is Eidolon, right?
Yep.
Because, yeah, the fun thing, I was a little spoiled for this because both Jade and SJ had already done the '89 trial by the time I got to it, because SJ had never gotten the chance to do story before me before, and she was caught up, so we let her go first. Anyway, I knew that the trick there was just follow Y'shtola like your life depends on it, because she's...
It does.
Yeah, because she's the only one who dodges flawlessly because of her Aether Scent, because she's Aether Sight. Everyone else will eat something. What color am I doing now? No. Nope, too much.
Don't poke it with 2 fingers.
I hate touchpads.
I know, that's why I'm saying don't poke it with 2 fingers.
Okay, do that color.
Hey Kifa, how are you?
Oh,
These are
Tifa.
not my hands, by the way.
Tifa heard the siren song of cross-stitching. No, there we go. Oh, I bet. Do you at least have air conditioning at home, Kifa, or nay? Also, welcome to the 100th Burb special, where I have gained control of the stream.
Ooh, good luck, Randus. I'm sure it'll be
It'll be fine, Randus. It's fine. They wouldn't possibly do anything that ludicrous. Look at that.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, that's about how hot it is here right now, too, Kifa. We're sitting at 31, 32, I think.
In Canada.
I mean, it's Ottawa. It's Ottawa. It is what it is.
Here we are. Ooh, I should posture check. I'm granny hunching.
Yeah.
I'm granny hunching something fierce.
For all the nerds in chat, just a little bit of a preview on what I'm working on.
Yes, today SJ is working on resin while my hands do their magic of cross stitch.
Specifically, I'm working on desert bus resin. So
yes,
these will be part of my desert bus lot this year. Yee! I'm doing a set of evolution shaker charms for desert bus. So
yeah,
watch out for those.
I haven't actually checked Julie's crafting channel since I posted my update today on the Legend of Mana piece, but I am having finished another section of it, I'm taking a little break from it to work on a floral project for a friend / co-worker who recently got promoted into a position in retail where she has her own desk.
Bus is coming! Oh god, do we know how many days until bus? There's gotta be a counter somewhere.
Yeah. And I was just like, Benny, what's your favorite flower? And she was like, haven't really thought about it. Probably birds of paradise. And I'm like, I'm gonna make you something. She's like, Kaylee, I swear if you bring me flowers. I'm like, no. Not real ones. $116 days to go, baby.
Oh boy. I mean, I have to have my thing in before that.
Yeah.
Well before that.
I mean, you're not going to have a problem with that. Your resin work is well underway.
Yeah, actually, the casting and the pouring is what takes the longest because I have to wait for it to dry in between.
Yeah.
Theoretically, if I had to, I could have them completely done the rest of the way by the end of the week.
I mean, you might as well.
Yeah, that's why I'm working on them.
It's not like a stitching project where you can vastly underestimate the amount of time you would need to do it.
Yeah. And you'll notice I'm not doing a blanket this year. Didn't even offer to do a blanket this year because I don't have that many spoons.
I mean, to be fair, who does? Let me see. I'm there, okay.
Chair.
Granny hunched in your chair so I can see the stitches.
Uh-huh. Do you have a plan for dinner, or is it just going to be more curry?
I was kind of planning to just run over to the McDonald's.
Oh yeah, that sounds good. Because I had curry for lunch, and as good as the curry is...
The curry is lunch.
Yeah.
We got our food box today too, but it'll be like late enough in the evening that I'm kind of like, but I need food.
Yeah, that's fair. If it's slightly cooler out by the time we finish stream, do you want to take a bit of a walk too?
Yeah, if it's cooler. Not if it's hot enough, I'm gonna get all sweaty. I already showered.
Shower again.
I mean, I could, but that seems so wasteful.
We don't pay for water.
No, but we pay for heating the water.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, we don't pay for water here on a technicality.
But they keep trying to call us on it. We keep going, well, actually.
Every time they get a new maintenance manager, they're like, "Hey, you should be paying the water bit for your water usage." And we're like, "Actually, we've tried, but we also supply the sprinklers from our unit, which is your responsibility." And nobody has been able to separate those and get us accurate billing, so we continue to not have to pay for water. Ciao! And legally, they cannot do shit.
It's one of those things where they keep telling us, yeah, go to the city to set up your water account, and the city's like, no, that's the rental company's problem.
They don't tell us to go to the city to set it up.
I thought they did.
No, they send us a thing that's like supposed to be like, we are allowing the city to bill us instead of Minto, and we keep not signing it because nobody has rectified the we supply the sprinklers situation.
Yep. So they can't tell what's our usage and what's sprinkler usage, and we sure as hell are not paying for sprinkler usage.
It's like, nope.
And to their credit, they are not trying to make us pay for sprinkler usage because that's a sure way to get sued.
Well, there was the one time they did just like add a huge charge to our account without telling us what it was for, and we went in and we were like, "This is a weird number. Tell me what it's for." And they were like, "Well, your water bill backdated," and we were like, "Yeah, we did everything possible to like actually get billed, and then you guys told us we supply the sprinklers and not to worry about it. So take that off." It is possible that at that time I Karen'd slightly, but it was for the...
Oh, you did.
But it was
Karen'd a lot.
It was necessary. It was necessary Karening.
That and the time you got them to fix our dryer.
Oh, I went in and cried. Yeah. No, that was the washer.
The dryer is when you went in and played the noise for them on your phone.
Yeah, I played the noise the dryer was making, and the entire office stopped what it was doing to ask what the hell that was. They got the dryer replaced very quickly after that. It was miraculous. The washer was, we hadn't had a washer in a month. We were out of clothes, and I literally just went in and cried in the office.
Yeah. It worked.
It sure did. This makes me sound like a terrible person, but we did indeed try, like, politely dealing with our landlords first.
We put in, like, 4 different maintenance requests. The problem with that was, every time they sent a tech in, they couldn't reproduce the noise.
Because they ran it empty?
Yep, they kept trying to run it empty, and it only made the noise when it had a full load in it. And we told them that, and they wouldn't believe us.
And what is the best description of the noise it would make, SJ?
What did we finally decide?
3 chihuahuas and half a raccoon plus some bricks.
Yeah. The half a raccoon is very important.
Oh, that was that was a time when we needed our dryer repaired by our property rental company, and every time they sent a tech over, they could not reproduce the noise of 3 chihuahuas, half a raccoon, and several bricks in the dryer because they would run it empty and be like, "Your dryer's fine," and we'd be like, "It's definitely not fine," because it was also not drying.
So Cara finally just went into the rental office with a recording of the noise on her phone and just played it at max volume.
I didn't even say anything. Like, I walked up and the poor secretary was just like, oh, how can I help you? And I just looked at her and played the noise on my phone on max, and everything in the office stopped, and she went, and, like, the head of, like, maintenance stuck her head out of the doorway and went, what was that? And I just looked her dead in the eye and went, my dryer.
It got fixed very quickly.
Fast.
I love you, baby.
That's because you hate confrontation and I take care of it.
It's true. You have just the right amount of Karen in you.
I should hope so. My mother's name
I
is
was just
Karen.
gonna say, the joke here is that her mother's name is Karen.
Yeah, that sure was a time we were dealing with.
Fucking dryer.
That's almost as good as the time we just had that guy swearing over the broken banister because the studs are right there. Why would they not screw it into the studs?
Yeah, our banister basically fell out of the wall, and come to find out that's because it was screwed into the drywall, not into the studs.
Which was literally like 2 inches away. I would like to stress that this is our old place we're talking about. Everything here is pretty good. Although we did have a bit of a time getting the dryer repaired here, too.
I think Minto just has a problem with dryers.
I feel like that's it.
I mean, whoops, unnamed landlord company.
Mm-hmm.
Look, if Minto is watching my streams and decides to take offense, whatever. Give me that
I don't think they
ad
can.
revenue.
I was gonna say I don't think they can kick us out for talking shit about them a little bit because we're otherwise exemplary tenants.
Yup.
I don't think we have ever had a complaint filed on us.
No, there was that one time. The one time where we had like 10 of us out on the balcony playing Cards Against Humanity.
That wasn't a complaint against us. They were investigating because someone else in Deerfield had put out flyers for a rager on the street.
Right. And they just heard us on the balcony and wanted to...
And they're like, how many people you got up here? I'm like, 10 friends and that's all. And they're like, put out flyers for a party? No, these are like the only 10 people I know.
Why would I want...
I don't want more than 10 people here. I barely want 10 people here.
Oh.
I think that was like our housewarming party kind of deal right after you moved up.
I think so.
Yeah, that was the Welcome SJ to Canada party.
Yeah, because I think that was like the first time I had met like Brad and Alex and Em and a bunch of them.
Mm-hmm. Sasha!
She's gonna want your lap.
Oh, hi. Come here. Is it the wrong lap?
She's confused.
Is it the... Oh, hello. Kitty guest star. Did you come to eat 100 burps?
She will try.
Do you want to try to eat 100 burps?
She would like to try.
I feel like you might eat 100 chickens in your lifetime. Loud purrs. Can you purr loud enough for the microphone?
Yes. She does quite often.
Just the string of kitty and chat.
Yup.
Yes. See, I have to trick Sasha into cuddling with me by sitting in a spot SJ normally sits in with a blanket SJ normally has.
Oh, she just likes that blanket.
Yes.
Please.
You're not good at object permanence. No, you're not.
Look, she's a little kitty.
She's a bowling ball.
She's a little kitty.
A little bowling ball. Full of purrs.
Mm-hmm.
Are you full of purrs.
Yeah, exactly, Rebecca. Kitty!
We all do indeed get stupider the closer we get to a cat.
It's true.
Me and Jade ignore clear danger signs to shove our face into the cat's fur.
To your credit, you never get angry when she swats you.
No.
You're always both just like, no, I deserve that. That was on me.
Sasha has never lashed out at us without being provoked.
No.
She is actually a very sweet kitty. She just has very strict boundaries.
Which you guys are happy to trample all over.
Yes, and so we accept if we get bapped or get a little claw or get some teeth in us, that we deserve what we have gotten. And there is no retaliation. I will never be okay with people who smack an animal because it tried to
reassert its boundaries.
Yeah, because you harassed it too much. All right.
Oh, okay. Time to start on the next step.
What's the next step, baby?
Coating the cards in UV resin so that they are protected from the oil that I'm going to fill the shaker charms with, and so that they stay stuck to the bottom.
Does it also help prevent fading?
Probably not.
No?
Might actually fade faster with the resin on it, but...
Oh wait, I may be misunderstanding. Does this enhance or decrease UV?
Oh, it's UV resin because I use UV light to harden it.
Oh, okay.
I use two different kinds of resin. So the 2-part resin that I actually use for casting hardens through a chemical reaction.
Oh.
So I mix the resin with a hardener, and then the 2 parts react together, and over time it cures and hardens.
Okay.
The other resin that I use is UV resin, and exposing it to UV light is what causes it to cure and harden. If it's not exposed to UV light, it will never harden.
Oh, that's neat.
That's why it's in a black bottle. And also why I bought the nail lamp.
Now I understand.
Yep.
Sometimes we learn here.
Oh, we learn here quite often. Sorry, I know this is very bright.
No, that's fine.
Oh, I'm gonna have to actually close the door because I don't want Sasha to wander in while I'm halfway through hardening resin.
Oh yeah, that would be bad. Do we also need to open a window or anything?
No. I mean, we can, but the UV resin, because it hardens so quickly, after I put it under the light, it doesn't have nearly the fumes that the 2-part resin does.
Cool. Also, it is 32 heckin' degrees out.
Yes, that too. Let's start with this one. I'm gonna have to get another bottle soon, I think.
Yep. There we go. No. Remember, kids, don't lick the resin.
No, definitely do not.
do. Now, something I like to do when I'm cross-stitching that I don't think I brought up at the start is I have a little marker here because I like to fold my fabric into quarters and then actually start in the middle of the piece. And that
Most
way,
people do, I think.
some, if that's how they were taught. And I just find that it means I am more consistent with centering the piece than I would be if I started in a corner or something. And I don't end up with like not enough framing room on one side and excessive framing room on another side.
Uncentered.
Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. And especially with this piece because the fabric is actually pre-finished.
Explain what pre-finished is.
Yes, so I'm just going to finish a few stitches. So this fabric was a special order from Cross Stitch Boutique?
Should be. I think all of our fancy fabric is from them.
Yeah, pretty much. From Cross Stitch Boutique, and they do hand-dyed fabric. Hand-dyed cross-stitch fabric, Ada cloth. This is the Dazzling Daffodil. And they usually do it in, well, you can order it in different counts.
Order it in different counts.
Yeah, you can order it in different counts. There's plenty you can do with it. But they tend to send the fancy dyed pieces, almost to where I can actually finish this off and show you guys. They actually pre-stitch the edges down so that you don't have to worry about the motion of your stitching rubbing up against the edges and fraying it like you do with like a raw cut piece of fabric, which I know a lot of us use when we're using like a plain Ida cloth because we just cut whatever we need. Yeah, cut the sides we need off like a roll of it. There we go. We can tie that off and unclip the edges to show you this. Also, I love my little ducky clips that hold everything in place so that I'm not constantly fighting with the fabric.
They are good ducky clips.
They are excellent ducky clips. So, unwrapped, unclipped, we can see that they've stitched off every edge for us ahead of time, which is very convenient. Also, we can see that this is a really lovely piece of fabric. I'm doing it this way with the idea that, as you guys can see on the pattern, the greener parts are going to be down to more towards the yellow, the orangey blues are going to be up where it's more green, and it's going to be quite nice when it's all done. And this is just a pattern I picked up on Etsy. I forget exactly which shop, but there's a bajillion great pattern shops on Etsy, so getting the pattern PDF is nice and cheap if you already have a supply of floss. I am a crazy person who bought at least one skein of every every DMC color in existence, aside from their metallics and I believe some of their variegateds.
Because I have all of those.
Yes, you do. Also, the variegateds don't work for a lot of the stuff I do, but I picked up every color of their embroidery floss so I could just start any project at any time I wanted. Because that's what I'm like.
And I love you for it.
Oh, baby. Yeah, we'll do the sideways owls.
I heard that is sideways owls.
I mean, I was watching the Owl House earlier today, so 3033. Okay. Yeah, Owl House is also one of those shows where I am loving the show. I'm in season 2, and I'm like, I'm going to cry before this is all done and over with. Definitely just gonna cry ugly tears at some point. As we have all done over a children's cartoon at some point in our lives. Got it. New color. New color.
Is that because you finished all of the previous color, or all of the previous color in that section?
Oh, all of the previous color in that section. I work a little differently with a piece like this than I do with the Legend of Mana piece, where there's no negative space whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
So, on this piece, I kind of like start from the center and work my way out, and just work on colors as I hit them, and I'll try to finish up a color in a section, a color in a small section. On the Legend of Mana piece, which has absolutely zero negative space because it's a poster recreation, I gridded it out, and I work in a 50 by 50 stitch area, and I will start at the upper left corner and work my way through. What I'll do is I'll hit the color on the first stitch and do all of that color through that 50 by 50 area, and then move on to the next color I come across, going left to right, top to bottom.
Dang.
Yeah. Well, in that way, I'm not switching threads as frequently,
Mm-hmm.
which is actually for me the most tedious part of cross stitching, is when I have to dig out and switch my threads.
Mm-hmm.
So for a big piece like the Legend of Mana poster, when I can minimize that by, okay, I have this color, I'm going to do all of it in this 50 by 50 grid,
Mm-hmm.
just makes my life easier.
Makes sense.
But that's also why for the last 2 days it's been a lot of switching colors, because I was so near to the end of that part. I was at the single stitches that I had missed, and the colors that only have one single stitch near the end of the section, etc., etc.
Yeah.
Because I'm human, I definitely will always miss some of that color, some of the color the first time around, just because it's such a busy piece.
Yeah.
Oh, in today's news, my big accomplishment today was finishing sorting out my extremely jumbled pile of my jewelry. I now have actual earrings actually sorted and paired up.
You can admit I see nothing.
Because I'm a terrible person who just dumps all of my jewelry on my bedside table.
Oh no, you also knocked your jewelry box
Oh yes,
off the
also that.
dresser.
I literally actually just knocked my entire jewelry box off the dresser by accident, and stuff went everywhere, and it was very tragic.
But you just kind of went, well, guess that's the universe telling me to sort my jewelry.
Yup. Also, the bedside table was just like a pile of
disaster.
jewelry. Yeah. I have far fewer necklaces than I thought, and way more earrings than I believed.
I have the opposite problem.
Really?
Strangely, yeah.
I think it's because I bought a lot of earrings when I was working at the rack.
Yeah.
Because they got in a lot of nickel-free stuff, so I was finally like, yay, simple studs.
Yay, earrings I can use.
Yeah. I have a severe nickel allergy. Also, Kifa, I had another person tell me just the other day about how much that particular piercing helped them with migraines.
That was Muja.
No, I had an in-person, real-life
No,
person.
I know. That was Muja telling you about it, not Kifa.
Oh, my bad.
It's fine.
Why did I mix them up?
I don't know. Why did you mix them up?
I don't know! Yeah, I had an actual in real life person tell me how much that piercing had helped their migraines.
Huh.
Particularly their pressure migraines.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, deeper consideration. Deeper consideration of extra piercing. Is this 101 burps?
Yes. Are you going to do the command, or do I need to come over there and do it?
Is it just, it's just burp, right?
It's just exclamation point burp. Actually, I should be able to do it here.
Fight me, I got this.
Okay.
There we go.
Well done.
I'm helping.
You are. Thank you.
I'm helping while leaning so the camera is just staring at my shoulder.
It's fine. I mean, the amount of times I lean forward and it's just a camera full of my hair.
You just have so much hair.
It's true, I do.
You're so fluffy. I'm a fluff muffin.
Oh, well.
Oh, well?
Sasha's officially contributing to Desert Bus.
Did she get a cat hair in the resin?
Yes.
I am flabbergasted.
It's fine. It's not noticeable, and it definitely won't be noticeable once it's filled.
I'm
yeah,
like,
Sasha's officially contributing to Desert Bus.
okay, I'm not shocked,
No.
but I am disappointed.
I'm not shocked, but I am amused.
Miss Kitty, can you leave nothing unsullied?
No.
All is hers and her hair is here to prove it.
Yup.
Miss Kitty, please.
No.
But Miss Kitty.
Can't stop her.
I can't. I mean, I could shave her.
Please do not.
That would be the saddest creature on this earth. Just shave our fancy goblin and fine. Surely she will not have retribution upon us or our belongings.
No, definitely not.
She definitely won't pee on anything we love.
No. She would never.
Seems sus. Seems so sus we should put her in an air vent.
Let's not.
Okay, but she's too tubby. If she got into the vents, she'd get like 3 inches and then get stuck, and we would just pull her out by her tail. Slide some butter in and then pull her out by her tail. Maybe she'd learn something for a change.
No, she wouldn't.
She would not.
You know she wouldn't.
Butter. Look, we learned from Jorts, don't butter the cat.
No, please do not.
If there is anyone on this earth who does not know about Jorts the cat, please go find Jorts the cat on Twitter. Because that's a wild ride from start to finish. Time to just tie that off. Yeah, I think it was just the weather that did you in yesterday, hun, because you're much perkier today.
Oh, yeah. I think it was just the weather combined with, I don't think I slept great the night before.
Who does when that kind of weather's coming in?
Yeah.
I'm shocked that I never ended up in migraine land with that weather.
Yeah, I know. Maybe I stole it.
Oh, I'm so sorry. But at the same time, it was nice to have a reprieve. Although I did take that 3-hour nap yesterday.
You did.
That may have contributed to me not actually dying. We're good. Sup, chicken butt? I'm being watched. Don't tell anyone.
I'm just waiting for my resin to cure.
Is this like watching paint dry?
Yes, literally.
You are literally watching paint dry, baby.
Yep, sure am.
Baby, come on.
I mean, I'm watching resin cure.
Explain how it's that different.
It's not. Yeah, these are turning out real good. I'm excited. These are gonna be good.
Yeah.
For the children.
I'm still not over that Buster Sword giveaway last year.
Oh my god. We will never be over that.
Nope. Neither will the graphs.
Nope. Alright.
Yeah,
This is fine.
everything is fine. How many threads am I working with? Let's play a game.
3.
Let's play a game called Did I Grab 3 or Did I Grab 4? Also, let's play a game with this sewing needle went straight down my cleavage.
It's fine. Titties are there to hold things, right?
Yep. I somehow have 4 thread.
This is fine.
It's fine. That leads me to wonder if I only grabbed 2 thread for the previous stuff I was doing with this color. Meh!
Like Benny will ever notice.
Like, I would just be like Benny. If she noticed and was like, oh, why is this part thinner? I'd just be like, well, Benny, it's the ADHD. And she would just be like, ah, yes.
Yeah.
And we would resume our day.
Yeah.
Yes, another new car. Why must they new, Master?
I do not know.
I presume some kind of self-confidence issues.
Probably.
Or, you know, they just jerks.
Maybe. Yes.
Oh, I absolutely watched that new little Baymax series today.
Oh, yeah?
It's adorable.
I was gonna say, is it as cute as you thought it was?
It is as cute as I thought it was. And frankly, the episode about the girl getting her period was something I wish every preteen girl had been able to see growing up, because it was real good.
Good.
Thank you. It's just getting darker, so I'm having to put it closer to my face.
Yeah.
I actually think I have a spare lamp we could bring up for the next time I do a crafty stream.
I mean, we could also get a wall-mounted one and put it right above your head. I just haven't needed one.
That would not be a bad idea. Or again, just like a clippy light.
That arm is not as strong as you think it is.
So you're saying I can't do pull-ups on it?
Please don't.
See, the presumption here would have, the thing we would have to buy into here would be that I could do a pull-up. I am not a Moogle renowned for upper body strength.
Are you a Moogle renowned for anything?
My sweetness and curiosity.
Yes.
And my sweet, sweet cooking skills.
Very yes. That fucking curry is delicious.
Okay, the curry is not a great showcase of my personal cooking skills.
But it's delicious.
Because it's literally fry up some meat and veg, simmer, add water, add curry block.
But it's delicious.
It is delicious. And then I did also add the yuzu sake and
yes.
the not tonkatsu. Was it tonkatsu?
No, tonkatsu is in
ponzu.
Yes.
Totally could not remember the word for that for a minute.
I mean, you can add tonkatsu to curry, but not in the way you're thinking.
That's a dipping sauce.
Tonkatsu is not a sauce. Tonkatsu is a meat.
Huh.
Unless I've completely got my vocabulary mixed up, but tonkatsu is pork.
Oh, yes. I begin to hunger. Dangerous.
It is dangerous. I mean, I've hit a good stopping place on my resin.
I'm about to hit a good stopping place on this. Nobody wants a hangry Moogle.
Least of all me.
Hangry Moogles.
Since I am physically in the same room as you.
Hangry Moogles are dangerous.
Very.
But I think the more dangerous thing is the hangry jiggly bug.
Yes. But yeah, thank you everyone for coming out tonight. I've hit 101 burbs now, which was 101 hours streamed since April-ish. I don't remember exactly when I installed Nightbot.
Insanity.
Yeah, no, thank you everyone for your support, for followers, subscribers. Like, I never expected to get this far this quickly. Because I'm just hanging out and doing stuff so that I've carved time out for myself to do it. So
it's because you're a sweetie.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you everyone for coming and hanging out. I will be back tomorrow with Pokemon. As is the usual.
As tradition demands.
And we'll see if we can get Cara to do some more cross-stitching streams, maybe on her own channel this time.
Maybe I should maybe start actually streaming things on my own channel.
I mean, you can guest star on mine too, but yeah. No, this was fun. I liked doing like a joint stream like this.
It's nice to spend time together even when it's a stream night.
Well, yeah, and it's nice that I can sit here and actually work on my resin stuff. Because it's the same sort of thing where it's like, I need to be able to sit down and concentrate without getting distracted. But I can't really do resin on stream.
No, it's very hard to camera that.
But this way, I'm kind of doing resin on stream. Like, it's still that dedicated time. I'm definitely working on it. I just don't have to be on camera for it.
It's okay. Little Moogle paws stitching away.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's kind of why I was thinking, like, when you are streaming on your own channel, I'll come up here and have my laptop open to be in chat, but also use that as dedicated time to work on stuff. Because otherwise I just kind of flop down in front of the TV and don't end up crafting.
And sass me.
Yeah, but that's the fun bit. But I always say, like, I'm gonna work on stuff after work, and then I never do.
So we have a little progress today. Cross-stitching is not the fastest of vocations. But it's gonna be heckin' cute.
Yeah. Alright, let's see. Don't know that there's... Sorry, did I hit your... Oh. I thought maybe I hit your toe.
No, you pulled the headphones.
That's fine.
They were on my head.
That's fine.
Ma'am!
Let's see if there's anyone up to raid. Ooh, Max is doing music.
Ooh.
Let's go raid Max.
Shark.
Cara and I are gonna go get dinner, but tell them we said hello. And I'll see you guys tomorrow night.
I'll see you guys eventually.
I mean, the camera's still on.
I might stream on my own channel this Friday night. Might do some more of I Am Setsuna. The last few weeks have just been
Tiring.
madness at work.
Yep.
So I have come home very tired and headache, and between work and the weather, it has conspired to keep me from actually starting my own streams. But God's willing, this Friday I will actually stream a little more RPG.
Yep. All right. Enjoy the music, and I will see you guys in the future. And then I just have to hit the stop streaming button.